Welcome to the second video in our Indianapolis 500 week of gaming, whatever you want to call it. Don't have an official name for this entire thing. Today we'll be driving the Lotus 38, the car that won the Indianapolis 500 in 1965 on its debut in the hands of Jim Clark. This was also the first mid-engine car to win the Indianapolis 500, only 2 years after the last video that we had, which was the Agajanian Roadster, which was a front-engine roadster concept. So this was part of the new era of mid-engine cars to hit the speedway. So anyway, let's get started. So in the starting formation here, as I mentioned in the previous video, this game only supports 32 cars. So there are 10 rows of 3 and 1 row of 2. Just going to try to make my way up the field as much as possible. Right now we just need to wait for those 4 lights to go out. 3 lights, I should say. And if you watched the previous video, you'd see where I said that the AI on Project Cars 2 on ovals are really bad. So we're just going to take it somewhat cautious here at the start. I don't want to sacrifice too much time, but just definitely hope they aren't making too many exuberant moves, because that'll hurt me a lot. I did turn the difficulty and the aggression down to 90% as opposed to 100 the last race. Just a slight change in how strong the AI are in these cars. And as you can see right there, obviously not that much. The mid-engine concept definitely handles better than the Roadsters. You can feel that in the turns, although we still, of course, aren't flat out through the turns. You gotta remember, it's the mid-60s. Although these are getting pretty close to 200 on the straightaways, if not pretty much hitting 200 at the end of the straightaways if you're in the slipstream. Oh boy. Mr. 18th place there. Actually, 16th place now. Taking no prisoners. And this is the common issue with Project Cars 2 AI, is that the AI at the back are slow, and the AI at the front are really fast. So, it's about finding that balance. But you'll never get a really good race at an oval, which is why I'll spoil it right now. The modern Indy 500 video will be on iRacing in Indy Fixed, because it's better. The racing's closer. So look for that on Sunday. And we just clobbered a tire. Hope that doesn't do anything to the car's performance, though. We're only on lap 3 out of 10, about to hit lap 4. And I just sacrificed a huge amount of track position there. Someone's going into the pits, it looks like. So it's crazy how much the cars changed in the 1960s. Especially when they got to the turbine cars with the Lotus 56. And we'll be making a video about that in a couple days on the Rain Race podcast with David Land. So stay tuned. Subscribe if you're into all this type of content. We'll be making a lot more of these videos, especially because next month is Le Mans, which is my favorite race of the year. So any suggestions you have for videos, just feel free to leave them down below, and I'll try to make it happen. This is a good thing about having a small channel. one of the few good things is that you can get to those suggestions quite easily because there aren't too many of them, if any at all.
Your fastest final split time so far. Nice driving.
Car exiting the pits now. I think that's the same one that we saw going a couple laps ago. But it doesn't really matter to me at this point. He's going to be at least a lap down. Ooh. Tried to do the old Pruitt fade. Almost ended disastrously. We have a car spun around in turn 4 there. That's a spot picked up. Only 4 laps to go here. I'm about to say it's going to take a minor miracle to catch up to 16th, but he just hit the grass and slowed down, so not anymore. I will say though, these cars are a lot of fun to drive. I'm not saying Indy nowadays is easy by any standards at all. There's certainly a whole new challenge, but you're not feathering the throttle and brake like you are in these cars. I don't know if you can see in the bottom right the amount of feathering you're doing with the pedals, but it's definitely an interesting challenge. Oh boy, right around the outside there, taking 17th spot. I'd be happy with a top 20 in this one. I can't remember where we finished in the last one, but top 20, I'll be happy with that. Terrible run through that turn there. And it looks like they were about to capitalize on it, but car in 17th just decided against that mid straightaway. But speaking of 16th, I don't know how we just picked up 2 positions there. I guess 2 cars might have been in the pits. No idea what that's all about. Oh, we've got a big wreck up here. Big wreck, big wreck. Please, don't hit me, don't hit me. Thank God. That's 15th. Can we get 15th? After starting 32nd in only a 10-lap race. Let's see. Actually, yeah, the cars behind me slowed down a lot for that one, so that was all luck. You couldn't see anything with the smoke, so I pretty much just had to go for it at that point. Looks like the cars up ahead are battling. Maybe I was gonna say maybe we could try to get 14th or 13th, but they're done with that now, so looks like, barring any unexpected consequences here, we're gonna pick up 15th. Oh boy, that is sliding. Let's see though. Hang on, let's see. Oh, Tried to give a tap, didn't work out for him. Oh well, Project Cars 2, always be impatient. Anyway, P10, that's going to do it for episode number 2 of this Indianapolis 500 week of gaming. Again, name is provisional. If you enjoyed that video, leave a like on it, subscribe for more videos like this in the future, and I'll catch you in the next one.